everything they told you was a lie, that you can't make it, that you can't succeed at something, even if you try, they aren't telling the truth. They have no idea what you go through. Everybody has a different mindset. Everybody has a different thought process. We all do things differently, and we shouldn't be criticized by that. I didn't have the easiest path to where I'm at right now. Started by making foolish diss tracks on people, just for the attention of it and the reaction that I get from it. But then I realized that that wasn't the way to go. That if I want to achieve something seriously, I gotta work for it. And I gotta work for it with all my heart. I can't just sit there and do something as a joke and expect to get something out of it. You see, as Tom McDonald said, don't shoot for the moon, you shoot for the stars. You go as far as you can. The ceiling isn't the limit, it's what you think the limit is. Your ceiling is infinitely high. You could achieve anything you want if you work for it, but you gotta believe that you can achieve it, and you don't want to give a fuck about what anybody else thinks about you, because they're all wrong. They're just hating, they're delusional. Those are the types of people that are probably gonna end up flipping burgers at McDonald's. And I tell you what, if you focus on yourself, focus on getting that bread that you've been wanting for a long time, I'll tell you what, you'll eventually get there. You might not get there today or tomorrow. It's gonna take months to accomplish. It takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of time for a reason. Because if it didn't take a lot of time, you'd see everybody being successful. You know, you would never see people fail if that was the case. It takes a lot of time to work, and don't give up on it because of the time it will take, because that time will pass anyways. I'm just speaking freely off my mind because I know that I have the right mindset to succeed, and that I've been making music for over a year, and I've been pushing and pushing, working hard. I'm getting somewhere. Even if it's not actually somewhere, I'm slowly making progress towards where I want to be. I have over 280 subscribers, and a year ago, if someone told me that I'd have that many subscribers, I think they were crazy. And now I think the version of myself from a year ago is crazy, right? It's crazy to think, but anything is possible in this world. Anything. Who would have thought that we'd be going to space? A lot of these things, like if you told someone a long time ago that something was possible, you'd think they were crazy. And then that person goes and proves them wrong, and that person's in shock. That's what I'm saying. Don't listen to anybody. Listen to yourself, because you do what is best for you. You know yourself the best. And these days, everyone's thinking that they're an expert on everyone else except themselves. They don't know themselves. They know other people better than them. And that's just a pathetic reality. Get yourself pumped up. Stop wasting time. Just stop. And that's the thing with my next project in music. Over the past few months, I've just taken myself more and more seriously. It's like a video game where you're fighting the bosses, and every single time you beat them, they only come back stronger. And that's the case with my life. I've been fighting against stronger opponents, figuring out how to beat them, figuring out their weaknesses, and I figure out the weaknesses to my strengths, and I make them my strengths. Because you are only as strong as your weakest link. And that's a positive, that's a very common saying. Right? As many entrepreneurs say, just follow your passion, but don't just follow it, invest in your passion. You go for what you think is best for you. And I'm repeating myself a lot in this, but it's really a straightforward approach. It's straightforward about what you have to do. And with my next single, Forward Momentum. Forward Momentum is what it's going to be called. And that forward momentum is to show the progress. No looking back, only looking forward, only look to the future. Because that's what matters. You can't change the past, you can't change what you've done. You can forgive, but you'll never forget. So only focus on the future, focus on what you can change, not what you can't. And that's what this next song's gonna be about. It's time to stop holding back, and it's time to exert full effort. Who's with me? I know I'm not the only one out there who thinks like this, but I know that there's a lot of people out there who need to think like this as well. We need to better our society. Too much division in this world. This is just getting ridiculous. Yeah, I sit in my room a lot. Yes, I keep to myself a lot, but that's only about bettering myself. I want to better myself before I better everyone else. I tell you what, I haven't been in the lightest places. I've been in dark times in the mindset, and I'm trying to figure myself out, figure out what I'm meant to be, what my purpose is in this world. That's my purpose. Figuring out, currently being figured out. But once it's figured out, I will definitely promise to help everyone else that way what I went through.